Good morning, Scott. How are we today?
I'm very well, Anthony. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. Really good.
Yeah,
Really good. All good.
What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I've been catching up on the Redgate revamp.
Oh, yes.
So that's a very exciting project. That's a very exciting episode that's coming up soon.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
So we've got the one series. It's actually on sale now
Right, okay.
up at Tumour. So that's all go.
I think we did a couple of teasers and a couple of things on the social media and we had some nice comments.
Yeah.
A couple of people had said that would revamped, I don't know if you've seen them on the feed, would revamp the car, which was like a not a fast car. We spent a lot of money on like transforming the car. Where the idea behind it is sometimes young drivers, where they've got insurance to pay for and fuel and things like that, it's appealing to a different market.
Yeah.
That was the idea. Because otherwise, if you wanted a high performance car in that colour, you would just buy an Isle of Man green M3.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we've done it for a different market. And the next one we're doing, which is coming up after that one, which is about to go into the body shop, is a new shape Mercedes-Benz A-Class.
Yes.
Which is getting wheels. It's getting a full colour change to, I think it's Lamborghini purple, but there's a proper specific name for the Lamborghini colour. So we're doing it in purple with the black wheels and the aero kit and everything. So it'll look, that'll be good, that like.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one as well.
And I think the lads in the body shop actually like doing them.
I think they do.
I think it's a full change, isn't it?
It's a proper project for them, like, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I've just came off a meeting this morning as well. We've done a Teams at time to do that 8 o'clock this morning. I think is it 5 or 6 o'clock at night in Australia.
All right.
So for the Deal Away podcast, we're going to be recording that. It's going to be in November, and we've got a dealer coming on there. They have their own podcast, which is called the YTG. They're a dealer in Australia.
Down under.
I was going to say that, but I thought I'd leave that to you. Yeah, just say that.
How are things down under?
Are you mentioned anything about barbecue and prawns?
No.
I didn't do that either. Yeah, I didn't do that.
Having to bite your tongue a couple of times.
Yeah, but the guy who's coming on, Sean, and Nico was coming on, but Sean is the equivalent to the legend Tom Hartley from London, who's very well known. Yeah. And Sean's been in the industry for years, and they're dealers in Australia. So we're going to be talking about what's the market like in Australia compared to the UK.
Right.
So probably more for the motor trade than the general public to be interested in that, but I think it'd be a very interesting watch that. I think apparently he's hard to shut up. To keep quiet. There's a guy like moves him on in the interview because he talks about all these different funny stories. So
he goes off on one.
Yeah, so we've got to do that because the clocks are going back here at the end of the month.
Right.
So we've got to do the timing. So I think we're going to be recording that. I think it's about 9 o'clock in the morning on a Friday, and it's about 8 or 9 o'clock at night over there.
All right, okay.
Down there, so they're going to have a late night. So I organised that this morning, so that was good to speak to them. And then last week we're down at the awards in London. So that all started the week off well, which was an interesting trip. Today I've got to do my price checking of the stock. I keep talking about it on the various YouTube things. We keep price checking my stock daily to make sure that we're priced to market according to our preparation, what we do. All cars with 12 months MOT, no advisories, and fully serviced to manufacturer standards and all that kind of stuff. So we're priced them to market and check everything's right. I always check the website as well. I'm on the website daily checking all the descriptions are right and all that, so I do all that. I think we've got 19 cars coming in this week, which we bought via our Buy Motors part of our website, where we buy cars from the general public. Yeah. And our transporters go out and collect them. We've 4 or 5 transporter drivers now who go out on a daily basis and collect those cars. So that works out well. So all those cars will be coming in this week. Body shops rammed. They're really busy at the moment, especially for this time of year, because it's normally the body shops go a bit quiet at this time of year. So we've still got the sales cars coming through, but we've got a lot of outside work coming in. There's some local traders who are now using us, and also we've been doing a lot of camper vans lately. I don't know if it's becoming at the end of the season where people have put their campers away for the winter time, possibly.
Possibly, yeah.
So we've been colour coding bumpers on camper vans and what they call a bottom half, where they change the colour of the camper van down to like a different colour. So they're busy doing one now, and it looks really good. Lovely colour. See the colour what they did? It was mango.
The mango green.
Mango green, yeah.
Very nice.
Really nice. So camper vans, so we're doing those now as well. And we've just signed up with a platform called OneLink. So OneLink, if there's local businesses in our area who have lease cars and fleet vans and so on, they can book in with us via the OneLink platform. We used to be with them years ago and it wasn't really the best, but now we've obviously got the body shop. We do vans for servicing and cars. So we've just got, there's a company who we've signed up with. They've got 80 vans. So we're going to be looking after all their vans, their transit vans, and keeping them running. And also there's another one who's got 60 vans. So we're doing that. And with our new app, which we've just launched, they can have all their vans, regs in the app, and they can track every single van, how much is being spent on it, when it's due a service, when it's due tax, insurance reminders, and they get notifications via the app. So you've got like a fleet management system in the app.
In the app.
The app's free.
Very handy.
Very handy. So what we do is we create all the work on our DMS and it uploads it in the app.
Yeah.
So the user, or the fleet manager, if you like, they just use that on the app, which is good. So that's all good. And yeah, went down the awards. We ended, I think there's like 5 self-nomination categories which we entered for. We didn't even know if we'd actually made any of the categories. We didn't know. But I think we'd said as well, to be invited to be in, to get to the Auto Trader Awards, it's only the top 1% dealers in the UK who get invited. So getting the invite itself is really, really good. It's based on stock turn, your quality of your business, your descriptions. It's all to do with things like best practice.
Right.
So go down there, and it's nice to go down there. We've been going down for years. We're always getting invited, which we're very chuffed about. And the team down at Auto Trader, just lovely people. From the top, the boss, down to the different account managers around the UK, just really nice people. So we have a good day. It was up this office block thing at down the city this year. They changed location, 43 floors up in a glass elevator.
Aye.
Yeah, that wasn't very good. And coming down, it came down a bit faster.
Whoa.
Yeah. And Jane, my wife, she was wandering around in the lift as it was coming round. You know, if you're in a lift and you move and it swings,
Yeah.
the lift was swinging on the way down. That was no good, especially after a good session of alcohol with lunch and things like that. So that was really good. So yeah, I think so. One of the categories what we did, we entered Jane in for Woman of the Year, which we just thought was like a little bit of a fun, just because we've been obviously in the business for 15 years, me and Jane, and because she goes down the Auto Trader Awards all the time, she knows a few people. So I thought we'll put her story into the awards, and when we entered, we sent them down a video of Jane, because some of the judges who judge for the panel for the Auto Trader Awards won't know what she is and don't even know her story. So we did a little 7-minute section about Jane. So it's a bit like Meet the Team and her background and how she got involved in the industry and how we set it up. And we've got that coming up for you now. If you just hold tight, get a cup of tea.
Well, I think the first thing to sort of consider is Jane has been instrumental in establishing Redgate Lodge as one of the biggest motor retailers in the northeast of England. Many would see Scott as more the public side of Redgate Lodge. Behind that, Jane has been the one who's managed all of the functions of the business in relation to finance, HR, some of the legal aspects, and every business needs that. They need that person behind the scenes.
I think she's an inspiration to working mums. She's raised 3 children while sharing the stresses and the strains of a growing business with Scott.
In my opinion, I think something that everybody appreciates is, and you will have seen her, she always comes in with goodies for everyone.
Yeah.
She comes in with sausage rolls, Greggs, treats, cakes, everything for everyone. And that's, not many people would do that. Especially the owner of a company, they wouldn't do that normally. But it just brings, everyone's more lively, aren't they? And then it's a level of respect, I suppose, as well.
Yeah.
You respect the owner who you work for, like, because a lot of owners probably don't take the time to speak to their staff and probably just see them as a number on a sheet.
Hi, my name is Jane Sibley and I am a director and co-owner of Redgate Lodge Limited. We started from home, selling the odd car, and my kid had 3 children obviously, and then Scott was working at the time, so we started selling the odd car, just, you know, we bought a house and we wanted to do things type of thing, and then it just grew from there. So then my youngest, William, who's now 21, who works in the business, he was 5 at the time. He just started school, that's right, yeah, he started school. And then I said to Scott, hey, what we're doing, I can do more than this, you know, I'm here. So he got us a lock-up, so we started in a lock-up down at Barrington. So it was quite good because I'd drop the kids at school, I'd go to Barrington, I'd lock up and pick up the kids from school, and then it got to the point where I was taking them back to the lock-up, so they weren't happy, but you know, had to give them their tea, sitting on the floor eating pizza while I was selling cars. Always been into selling, love it. Always had a sales career, but you know, I travelled all over, lived in Bristol, amazing. Love speaking to people, love chatting, and I just love to see things grow. And then from there, it was just getting busier, and then I was getting a bit stressed and everything because I was having to get back up to pick up the kids from school. So now my location's moved, so I'd have to leave here at 3 o'clock every day to get the kids from Morpeth. And then it was growing so fast, then we decided that we'd have to get a salesman, and then that's it. So it just started.
My name is Scott Sibley, and I'm the Managing Director of Redgate Lodge Motor Group. I'm Jane's husband, yes, and how lucky is she?
Oh, very.
Yes.
It goes without saying.
Yeah, exactly. This year in December we celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary. So this year, this September, we celebrate our 15-year anniversary for the business. We set it up together from home. Our house is called Redgate Lodge. So we set up we started selling cars from home. We used to buy and sell rental Clios. Me and Jane used to go out and buy them privately, find the cars on Auto Trader and go and view them. And she was very ruthless, I must say, and trying to knock money off cars and chip people down for how much they wanted, where I was a bit more soft and I thought, oh, they're nice people, we just wanted to buy them, but she was in for the kill, so she didn't mess around. But she was very thorough with checking all the cars as well, all the switches and air cons and seat belts and so on. So that's how it really started.
Yeah.
So obviously I took ill and I've took time out as I'm in recovery. So I don't do like every day at the moment because obviously I've got a team that I can trust. So I'm down here making sure that everything's running smoothly. So what I'll do is I'll check in on the accounts and, you know, who we're using, you know, for funding, finance, you know, all these types of sales things that I like to dive in, and we're getting the best deal. Just checking that everything's running and rotas and who's, you know, I probably do a bit of everything because I'm a woman and I'm so nebby, I can't keep to one thing. So I have to be involved in everything. I want to know everything. You know, it's my livelihood. It's something we've grew, Scott and I, from the beginning, and I've sacrificed a lot to get here, and ill health. But, you know, apart from that, and I love the customers.
So 2012 she got pneumonia, which was, we'd only been in business for about 2 years. She was in hospital for a week, which wasn't very good, and then it was a slow recovery after that for about 3 or 4 months to get her back on her feet. So you can imagine the strain with the family and the house and trying to run the business. So that was a bit tough for her especially. And then 2 years ago, she hadn't been well for about 3 or 4 years, and the doctor, her GP, kept saying that she had the menopause. And her body she kept saying she had pressure in her head and complaining of, you know, just she was just like shutting down, and it was all to do with this menopause, but we weren't getting anywhere with the doctors. So got a second appointment arranged, who organised a MRI scan, and the scan then it turned out she had a brain tumour. So we found out she had a brain tumour, which was part of the symptoms as to why she was like shutting down. We would go on holiday and our mind wasn't working right. She was, you know, memory and emotions, and we'd be on holiday and I'd be telling her to walk through the airport. It was getting that bad. So she got the MRI and we looked at it, and the surgeon said it was about the size of an orange, which was at the front of her head. So where you get your brains like that, it pushed over like a quarter of the size of her brain over to one side. Went to the RVI. The RVI is one of the best in the country for this type of thing. So went straight in there, and they just said, you know, it needs to be removed like now. So it was about a week and a half later, and there's some people waiting for 3 and 4 years for things like that. But the size of it, how it had grown. So she went for immediate surgery. So it was about an 8.5, 9 hour operation. And I spoke to the surgeon afterwards, and I says, was it the size of an orange? He says, no, it's a grapefruit. So she's got like a titanium plate in there now. But obviously the recovery period, everybody's different. So she lost her driving licence for a year because she couldn't drive. That was a big strain because where we live, we're not very local. And but she got, just battled through it, and strength to, you know, to sort it out and get over it. Never had a cigarette since, so that was good. So that was a benefit to come out of it, but probably the only one. But you can imagine it hit everybody, you know, especially Jane, but the whole family, you know. So it was a tough time, but she's, you know, 2 years on and she's recovered, has a little bit of anxiety now and then, and she's on the watch and wait list now, so has to get scans every 3 to 6 months. There's 3 levels of tuna. I was going to say tuna. 3 levels of tumour. Hers is the middle one, so it could come back or it might not come back. But fortunately, when they removed it and they did the operation, they managed to get it all out, which was good. So looking at her now, she looks like brand new, but she's obviously got worries in the background and things like that, which we deal with, you know.
But it's been hard. It's been dead hard, but we've done it. And this is what we want to achieve, is where I am now in my life. And I did have some ups and downs, health and kids and things like that, you know. It's been tough. But I think for women, I think in the industry there's not enough of us. I think it's changing massively, absolutely massively. The industry's changing where women are up there. Go girls.
Yeah, so we made we were finalists in 2 categories, which was really good. And to be a finalist, I mean, to get invited to the event's the first step, but to be a finalist in one of the categories is really good. So we were finalists in 2, so that was good news. Got 2 little trophies as well, which goes into the awards cabinet, which is up at the main Shiremore site. And we've got another awards cabinet at the Select site, haven't we?
We have, yes, I know.
There's 2.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's silverware.
When we started winning these awards, a lot of people says you're going to need a bigger cabinet. So we did. We had to get a bigger one, which was good. So we put Jane through for Woman of the Year, and there was 300 ladies in her category. Jane didn't win, but the competition, you can imagine the standards. You know, there's people there from big PLCs and you know, people who've been in the motor trade industry. You know, dealing with like 1,500 employees and all this kind of stuff. So some really, like, you know, the competition for her to win, that was quite high. So, but she didn't win, but it was good, and she wasn't expecting me to put her through until we did the little video. So she quite liked doing the little video. But good day, nice people, that was all good. And that's about it, really.
My name is Jay, and I bought the Ford Fiesta ST3.
So, Jay, what made you start looking for a new or used car?
Well, I purchased one about a few weeks ago, and there was some issues with the prep and I just wasn't happy with it, so I returned it. And I just thought I want to go somewhere with confidence, which I have confidence in. And I watched the YouTube channel for Redgate Lodge, and I just knew that it was a place that I could go where I could have confidence that I was going to get a car that was prepared properly. You see the whole process of how the cars are prepared. You see it going through body shop checks. You see it, you know, going through checks for and get a servicing done, MOTs. Everything seems to all be done and covered. And then you get a good warranty plan as well, which has also been mentioned as well. So it just gives you a lot of confidence that the car's going to be prepared properly for the years to come, really. I wanted something that was economical but still fun to drive, because I do love my cars at the end of the day. I want something with a nice noise, but something that's not going to, you know, break the bank at the end of the day, especially at an age where I want to sort of be sensible and sort of save up for the future, really. So this car kind of ticked all the boxes, and it still had sort of the tech features that I want in terms of, you know, heated seats, panoramic roof, just those sort of special features that I'd want in a car, really, that sort of make it a bit more special. Of course it's local, but that wasn't really a main point, you know. I'd have been willing to travel. I think it's just, as I said earlier, the preparation process. I mean, it's second to none, really. And it just gives you a lot of confidence when you see on their social medias all the preparation that happens, and it just you can see that they treat the customers well, and that they, as per their YouTube channel, they just prep their cars properly, really. I think, to be honest, I put the inquiry in after hours, and I think Kevin still got back to us. So I don't know if he was working outside of his hours, but he got back to us quite quickly, and we arranged to sort of for me to come by the next day. Had a look at another car, and then realised that I like another one better. So we managed to get that swapped over, and he just worked through the whole process. It was all seamless, and there was no forcing or anything. It was all just, you know, just a nice seamless experience from Kevin. From the photos, you can sort of see what it's going to be like, but when you see it in person, you can just see that it was well prepared, and it had been cleaned well, and you can see all the history and all the documents that it's just been serviced. So it was probably even better in person, seeing that, you know, it's got everything done, really, and ready to drive away. If you're looking for a car and you see one, just go for it. I mean, there's not going to be a dealership where you'll feel more comfortable in, really. They're not going to pressure you, and they will prep the car properly, and obviously if there are any issues, then I'm sure that will have you back. I've been a subscriber, and that was one of the reasons why I decided to come to Redgate Lodge. I've watched all the videos since I started the channel, and it's definitely worth a watch if you want to see what the car goes through before you actually buy one.
Thanks to everybody who's taken the time to subscribe to our channel. It means the world to us. It helps us with our channel, with the reach. The more subscribers, the more video views we get, the more people can see behind the scenes of Redgate Lodge in Newcastle. So thanks very much for watching. Keep liking, keep subscribing, and stay safe. That's it, isn't it?
That's brilliant, aye?
I'm going to the sandwich van.